Dogs all barked out. Behind me say I cup full. No room for emotion, so I pour my heart out. This road hard, but I intend to stay. And if it ain't UPK, then they in the way. My niggas righteous, they real, they down to suffer. Flow so deep, it drown them.
All right, give it up. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Kathar, Yahweh Shem Allah Shem Yahshua. This is the IRCPK Charlotte Sabbath Service. We'll go ahead and get started. All right, sweat. Officer.
Baz, Ban Yahweh, Ban Yahshua.
Baaz, Ban Yahweh, Ban Yahshua.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. Go ahead. Blow trumpet. No, blow trumpet. All right. All right, that's good. No.
La Yahshua.
La Yahshua. All right. Let's go. Go ahead. Go grab it down. Imadium.
We're going to say the prayer.
Imadium. And then there's Imadium, then there's Wapanya. Wapanya. Aquadam. Means turn the face to east. There you go. All right. You start the prayers.
We'll start with the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Bashemaya, Kodash, Ayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malaka, Laba'ah, Ayah, Aisha, Baratazah, Tawah, Ayah, Bashemaya, the Thundernawa, Kal, Yawam, Basalaknawa, Kalabathinawa, Basalaknawa, Kababaki Wa'ah, Labia'ah Barasai 1, Abal, Kabashai Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Kamalaka, Wa'al, Wa'azapar, Laiwalami, Amen. In the English.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it.
This is the prayer for power. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
Baruch Shah. Akak. Arapah. Kal Maka'ala. Wakal Madawa. Akak. Latahar. Ha-Matazariah.
Akak.
Lahakwayim. Hawayathim. Hakak. Al-Wakawath. Hatama'ala. Lagarasha. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
The water in English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it.
Pray for the blessings. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shah. Wa Maka'ala. Wa Alahayim. Matazah Ba'ah. Alawak Yahana.
Alawapim.
Hasaranyim.
Ha'akwatazayam.
Ha'akayayim. Wa Akazwathiyam. Yahweh Ba'ashem. Yahweh Shah. The water.
In English. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shah. And Michael. And the angels. Commander General Yahweh. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it.
Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha. Ayanya. Harayan. Mahayan. Yabah. Azariah. Ayam. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemaiah. Matazar. Al-Yathan. Amawak. Galaka. Al-Yahama. Shamarka. La'ah. Yalawam. Wala'ah. Yaishan. Shawamar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalaka. Al-Yah. Yamiyanka. Yawam. Hashimash. La'ah. Yakaka. Wayarak. Balayah. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makaran. Yishmar. Athlapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'athka. Waba'athka. Ma'athan.
In English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'ala shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is the shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Al-Hayam. Al-Damalaka. Al-Takarash. Wa'al. Ashakwat. Kaihana. Hawawakya. Yahama Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Al-Amakah.
Al-Ibaka.
Yarawamya.
Yawayama.
Sawadah.
Sawadah.
Wayatha.
Wayatha.
Yatazawa.
Yatazawa.
Yatazawa. Al-Tazawapar.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amara.
Amara.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakayadan.
Wanakakidam.
Magawa.
Magaya.
Wala'a. Azarka.
Azar.
Shamla Sha'ala.
Shamla Sha'ala.
Awada.
Awada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawataizawa.
Nawa'itazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Al-Yakad.
Al-Yakad.
Baryah.
Baryah.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Alaha.
Ahaliya.
Alawam.
Alawam.
Why Yashamai.
Wayashamai.
Alayam.
Alayam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagari.
Wahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashah.
Palashah.
Amnishabia.
Amnishabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gawashawar.
Lalawa.
Lalawa.
Amam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Laban Yalawat.
Laban Yalawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Ashalam.
Ashalam.
Kamadia.
Kamadia.
Kasaya.
Kasaya.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Kawabayan.
Kayadia.
Manakal.
Manakal.
Kawashwan.
Wayashwan.
Madwa.
Nashamadwa. Bayanda Ra. Bayanda Ra.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Damad.
Damad.
Ladama.
La'adama.
Shaitamwa.
Shaitamwa.
Nada.
Nada.
Yamawa.
Yamawa.
Karaba.
Kayara.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amara.
Amara.
Slakia. Wakazaba.
Wakazaba.
Wakazabak.
Wakazabak.
Wakazatalam.
Wakazazal.
Manai. Kal Nasai Aqua.
Kanasaya Kamwa.
Kalasana Kamwa.
Kanasaya Kamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amara.
Amara.
Amarwa.
Amara.
Naishar.
Nairashah.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Nawa.
Nawa.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Ahalaya.
Alahaya.
Shayakamwa.
Shaitamwa.
Kagagawa.
Kagagawa.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya.
Lapanya.
Waka.
Lapanya Wawaka.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Dabi Ira.
Ira.
Wakalaba.
Wakalaba.
Talat.
Talahat.
Talahat. Harayam.
Harayam.
Khan. Thoraapama. Thoradatma. Basakara.
Basahara.
Wabasad. Wapathaka. Wapathka. Tabia Island.
Tabalaham.
Malah. Panya. Panyaham. Palawan. Wawababakasha.
Wayabakashwa.
Bakashwa. Shimka. Yahawa. Yabashwa. Waya. Balawa. Aya. Waya Kapara. Waya Abadwa. Waya Daiwa. Kaya Atha. Shimka. Yahawa. Labadka. Ayawan. Alka.
In English, keep not thou silent. O Yahweh. O not thy peace.
O not thy peace.
And be not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
And lifted up their head.
Lift up their head.
They have said.
They have said.
Salakia. They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
Against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted against.
Consulted against
Thy hated ones.
thy hated ones.
They have said.
They have said,
Come.
come,
And let us take them off.
let us cut them off.
Salakia. Let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
Be in the nation.
That the name of Yasha'Allah
Maybe Yasha'Allah.
be no more remembered. Salakia. Maybe no more remembered.
Maybe no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
They have consulted together.
With one consent.
One consent.
They are confederate against
They
thee.
have confederate against
The
thee.
tabernacles of Edom
Tabernacles of Edom.
and the Ishmaelites.
And the Israelites.
Of Moab
Moab.
and the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Jabal
Baal.
and Ammon
And Ammon.
and Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines
Philistines.
with the inhabitants of
The
Tyre.
inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur
Assur.
also is joined with them.
Join with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them
Do unto them.
as unto the Midianites.
Unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
Unto Sarah.
As to Jabin.
Unto Jabin.
And the brook Kisan,
The book of Psalms.
which perished in Endor.
Parents of Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
Became a God for the earth.
Made their nobles
Make the nobles.
like Oreb
Like the red.
and like Ze'ed.
Like the head.
Yea,
Yea.
all their princes
All the princes.
as Sebah
As a vow.
and as Amunah,
As a moon.
who said,
Said.
let us take to ourselves
Let us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
the house of Yahweh in possession.
O my power,
Oh my power.
make them like a wheel,
Make it like a wheel.
as a stubble before the
The
wind,
stone before the wind.
as a fire burneth the wood,
The fire burneth the wood.
and as a flame sets the mountains on
As
fire.
the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
Persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest.
and make them afraid
Make them
with
afraid
thy
with
storm.
thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill the face with shame.
and they may seek thy name.
Let me seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
Oh Yahweh.
let them be confounded
Let them be confounded.
and troubled forever.
Trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea.
let them be put to
Let
shame
them be put to shame.
and perish,
Perish.
that men may know
Men may know
that thou,
that thou,
his name alone,
name alone,
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh.
art the most high,
Art the Most High.
over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
Have we put it down?
We got it. Okay.
So,
Sorry.
remind you.
Amadio.
I mean, it's like, it's your shot.
Yeshai, you see.
Your shot. Yeah. See that, all right? Cut that arrow. All right. So, last Sabbath service we left, we were at Salakia. So, it's a black. Get that black. Get that black. Where's the black to not?
Oh, right here.
Oh, you got the ball. He got it. He got it. Okay.
We in Leviticus 28.
Yeah, Leviticus 28. We're in the book of Leviticus 28, Leviticus chapter 28, verse what? Verse 29? 29 all the way to 6. We'll read all the way to, we'll read all the way to 7. It's the 7 chapters. 7 verses, Salakia. So go ahead, Baba Kasha, Officer Baaz, if you could go ahead and read that for us, Baba Kasha.
Al-Takalah. Oh, Salaki. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 29.
Oh, we're 19, Salakia.
19.
Okay,
Chapter
19.
19, verse 29. Al-Takalah. Af-Bathak.
19, what verse?
29.
Okay, you. All right, go ahead, Baba Kasha.
Laha Zan. Lahazan Watha. Wala'a. Tazana. Ha'arataza. Wa mala'a. Ha'arataza. Zama'a. Verse 30. Sabbath fire. Tashamarwa. Wamakwas Dashwa.
Where you at? Wamakwadash. Yeah.
Wamakwadasha. Taya Ra'awa.
Thaya Ra'awa.
Taya Ra'awa. Anya. Yahweh. Verse 31. Al. Tapanawa. Al Ha'abath. Wa'al Hayada'ayim. Al Tabakud Shawa. Lata Ma'a. Baham. Anya. Yahweh. Verse 32.
Where you Howard, but then you got Ahayakam.
Ahayakam. What? Verse 32. Mapanya. Shayaba'a. Dakwam. Wahadarath. Panya. Zakwana. Waya Ra'af. Ma'a Lahayak. Anya. Yahweh. Verse 33. Wakaya. Yagawar. Or Yagarawa.
Were you at 33 and what?
The first word.
Wakaya. Yagawar.
Athak. Gar. Ba'aratazakam. La'a. Tawanawa. Athawa. Verse 34.
Athawa. It's like Athawa.
Athawa. Verse 34. Ka'azarak. Makam. Yahaya. Lakam. Hagar. Askam. Wa'ahabath. Lawa. Kam Yawak. Kaya. Garayam. Haya Yatham. Ba'arataza. Matazariam. Anya. Yahweh. Al Hayakam. verse 35. La'ah, the Aishawa,
Mm-hmm.
I wall,
Mm-hmm.
Bama Shapat, Bama Da'a, Bama Da, Bamada,
By my by my da.
Bamada, Bama Shakwal, Waba Mashal Raya, Waba Mashal Raya,
Wabamash wara.
Waba Mash Wara,
Bawamash wara.
Bama Bamash Wara.
Mm-hmm.
That's in verse 35.
Okay, take it from the English. Baba Kasha.
In the English, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom.
Mm-hmm. And that's that's a big thing, in the Black, Hispanic, Native Indian community. We don't in these days, especially, well, not in the UPK, but in in the world, our brothers and sisters now, we don't teach that value of our daughters to. We prostitute them by letting them be whatever they want to be, by letting them be queens and dress however they want to dress, and freedom of, like just freedom of expression, and just letting them be whatever they want to be. Not to body shame them, and they could, slowly call it slut shaming them. When we should be telling them, like, that's not a princess, way of dressing. That's not, you're not supposed to be having 3-4 different little boyfriends. You got to protect your daughters, man.
Right.
We can't be prostituting our daughters and just, some of us let them do it, like some of us let them like be strippers or let them be whatever so that they can, go through college.
Right.
Like, that's prostituting your daughter.
Right.
If we let our daughters be whatever they want to be because they want to use their body for their benefit, and you're allowing that to happen. If you're a father and you see your daughter out here wearing real skimpy clothes on social media because she's a model, a social media model, and you allow it because she's paying for, so most of the time that, they make money, so most of the time they'll bribe you.
Right.
And what do you basically your daughter's pimp. You allow her to prostitute herself to the world with her body for money.
That's right.
That's not allowed in the kingdom of heaven, man. That's not allowed in Black and Hispanic our original culture.
That's right.
Our culture is not for our culture. That's not our culture. Right. That's the heathens' culture. Our culture is all for women to be, daughters of Zion, man.
Right.
Read on.
And the land become full of wickedness.
Mm-hmm. Because the land gonna become full of wickedness, man. Because brothers are gonna be lusting after your daughters.
Right.
And they're gonna do wicked things to get with your daughter.
Right.
And you might end up having to kill a brother or two for physically raping your daughter.
Right.
Read on.
Verse 30. Ye shall keep my Sabbaths and reverence my sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
I am the Most High.
Mm-hmm. And we got to keep the Sabbath, man. We gotta practice the righteous acts that the Lord requires from us, man. Read on.
Verse 31. Regard not them that have familiar spirits.
Mm-hmm. And that's another big thing. Like, once again, these are the laws that the Most High gave us to govern ourselves, man.
Right.
And once again, going to familiar spirits, that zodiac reading, that tarot reading, that read your palm, and man, that's familiar spirits. And a lot of our people practice that voodoo stuff and that santeria, and all of that is wicked, man. Right. We're not supposed to be doing that. We're not supposed to be trying to contact the fourth dimension.
Right.
What's on the other side of what we can't see.
Right.
There's another dimension. We know about it. We know that there exists, but that's not the realm that we're supposed to be trying to, contact ourselves or make any type of, because it's not that it happens because you're doing it, because the demon's already in you.
Right.
Like most of the times when you go to do things like that, and then you start, most people hear you like they start, contacting the dead, and man, that's a demon.
Right.
That's a demon, but that demon's already been in you. He's just waiting for him to express himself in that way.
Right.
Through you. You're the demon. That the demon's inside of you, and you thinking that you contacting the dead spirit, man. Don't play with fire, man.
That's right.
Neither seek after wizards.
Don't be seeking them damn wizards, man. Them damn Miss Cleo and I don't know what kind of wizards they got now, but don't be seeking them. Don't be seeking those folks, man.
Right.
We're not supposed to be trying to do. We're supposed to just obey the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, and everything will be good. Go ahead.
Like, would a wizard also be a drug dealer?
That's a drug dealer too.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, because when you go buy drugs from the dope man or the weed man, he's giving you a potion.
Right.
And most of the times when you get high, the old man used to know, what these things felt like. Start hearing voices. You start seeing things that aren't there.
Right.
And now our people are getting into all kind of other stuff, synthetic stuff, DMT, mushrooms. Start seeing the other things, man. You're getting a potion that's messing up your chemical balance in your brain that the Lord perfectly made for it to work perfectly.
Right.
And to see what what the physical things that are in you're supposed to be sober minded, man.
Right.
Once you mess up your chemical imbalance, I know cats that I know personally that never came back from there.
Right.
Never came back from, and they not coming back.
Right.
No matter how much medicine now they give them, they ain't coming back. They got stuck there because they messed up their chemical. It's like a computer. I mean, we're wired kind of similar to why you think we design things like that. But that's the Lord's wisdom, though. So you can't be putting no potions in your body that messes up that chemical in your brain, man. Now you start seeing stuff, and now you can't come back. Now you can't come back. Go ahead.
To be defiled by them.
And you defiled, because now you're not only good. Now you'll never be good to, understand these laws, understand the words of the Most High. Because you were meant to understand these things sober-minded, and like you're full through the Holy Spirit can't dwell in no defiled temple.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? He can't dwell in that, man. Read on.
I am the Most High, your power. Verse 32. Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head, and honor the face of the old man. And fear thy power. I am the Most High.
And honor the what?
Honor the face of the old man. And fear thy power.
Basically, like an elderly person, and not just any ignorant elderly person. Somebody really that you honor that man like this elderly that knows these same things.
Right.
That has this same wisdom, but they just done it longer than you. He could be 5 years older than you. You got to honor that person. But if he's in this truth, we honor our superiors, anybody that's been longer in this truth than us. And it has, a certain respect in here. Read on. Is that it? Go ahead.
Verse 33. And if a stranger sojourn with thee in your land, ye shall not vex him. Verse 34. Verse 34, but the stranger that dwelleth with you shall be unto you as one born among you.
Now, what kind of stranger is this? Go ahead.
It's an Israelite.
It's an Israelite.
Right.
A stranger is like somebody that's not born in your hometown, but he's still your he's still your people. And the reason the Most High did this, because when we left Egypt, everybody didn't leave Egypt. It was other people scattered, just like if we was to leave America, right? And we was to settle in our own land. Some people wouldn't come with us.
Right.
So it'd be other families somewhere, but we'll know the Israelites. You know when it's a brother, right? You know when it's like, okay, that's a Hispanic brother. Yeah, like just the way he carries himself. Yeah, his daddy might have married a white woman or a heathen, but that brother, we still gonna check his registry.
Right.
But basically he's a stranger because he did not get these laws right away. He didn't get, the fact that he's supposed to keep the Sabbath service,
right,
and the Passover. But we know he's our people. This is for the future. Like now we all strangers, right?
Right.
We were all strangers once. So now we came back home. We're back here now we're back in the truth. Now we're back in the spirit of the Most High. We can't vex our brothers that ain't in here.
That's right.
We welcome them in. We allow them to hear. Because when the Lord took us out of Egypt, we were strangers in Egypt too. Read on.
And thou shalt love him as thyself. For ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. I am the Most High, your power.
Yeah, because we were strangers in there. So just think about it like that. You were strangers in the land. Your brother Joseph brought you in, and then you know what I'm saying? You gotta look at it like that.
That's right.
Like, yeah, somebody was in the land first, but look, that's your brother. That's a black man. That's a Hispanic man. That's a Native Indian man. Let him in. That stranger, the stranger that wasn't among you when all the other things was happening that made us a nation. But then he come around and he wants to be a part of this nation.
Right.
We let him be a part of this nation. He's going to follow all the rules. He can't come over here and want to change our culture and our custom because he want to become, and be an Egyptian.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't allow that, but we will welcome him in. Read on.
Verse 35. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. In meter yard, in weight, or in measure.
Right.
Means that you won't cheat.
That's right.
Don't cheat nobody, man. That means don't cheat in commerce. Don't cheat in rulership. Don't cheat in morality. Don't cheat, period. Everything needs to be what? Read it again.
You shall do no unrighteousness in judgment.
There should be no unrighteous judgment, no unrighteous reward. You understand what I'm saying? No unrighteous reward. If it deserves the punishment, it will be done. If it deserves a reward, it will be done righteously. There will be no, okay, we're gonna get this, we'll get this brother more because he pays more, more donations. You understand what I'm saying? Read on.
Salah. You shall do no unrighteousness in judgment, in meter yard, in weight, or in measure.
And what again was that word?
Meter yard.
And meter yard.
Meter yard.
Like a meter yard, like basically a measuring stick. Like, don't go to your brother and say, well, brother, can you do this job for me? And you measure it and you add double. Right. And you charge him double. And then you being unrighteous in that. You cheating because he might not know how to measure. That's why he called you. But you come in there, you want to take advantage of your brother and say, nah, but it's gonna cost you $20,000, and it really is a $5,000 job.
Right.
And you trying to cheat your brother, man. In meter yard and what else?
In weight.
And in weight. Don't be at the market and you own a business. Right. Like you go to Walmart or compare and the heathens. They're unrighteous. Right. They they sell you, it don't cost them, they paying pennies on the dollar. Right. Even Walmart with the cheap price is still too expensive. That's right. We're not gonna be like that. It's gonna be an honorable measure. Right. It's gonna be an honorable measure and vice versa. Vice versa, read on.
Or in measure.
And in measure, man. Don't don't cheat your brother, basically. Don't take advantage of your people, man. Right. All right. Is that it in 35?
Yes, sir.
All right, just up here, Ahmadim.
Shem Yah, Ban Yahweh, Ban Yasha'ala.
Shem Yah, Ban Yahweh, Ban Yasha'ala.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat. Let him step out. All right. Yeah, you sharp. All right. All right, now. All right,
36.
Verse 36. Go ahead. Let's get it. Ma'asanya. Taza.
Taza.
That's Taza.
This Taza.
This is the Taza.
Taza.
Tazadak.
Tazadak.
Mm-hmm. Abanya. Mm-hmm.
Abanya. Tazadak.
Mm-hmm. Ayapath. Mm-hmm.
Tazadak.
Mm-hmm.
Wahayan. Tazadak.
Mm-hmm.
Yahweh. Salaki.
No, it's Yahaya.
Yahaya. Salaki. Lakam.
Mm-hmm. Anya. Mm-hmm. Yahweh.
Yahweh. Salaki.
Mm-hmm. Allah. That was Ahayakam. Ahayakam. Ahayakam.
Ahayakam. Salaki.
Ahayakam.
Ashar.
Mm-hmm.
Awatazanya.
Awatazaathia.
Awatazaya.
Awatazaathia.
Awatazaathia.
Mm-hmm. Afkam. Salakia.
Afkam.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'arataza.
Uh-huh. Matazarayim.
Matazarayim.
Matazarayim. There you go. All right, I'm gonna take it and you read it in English, okay? I'm gonna take it. No sweat, brother. For the sake of time, I'm gonna take it. All right, verse 37. Washama Ath Kal Hakwathya Wa'ath Kal Mashapatya Wa'aishayatham Atham Anya Yahweh. Verse 1. Leviticus chapter 20, verse 1. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, La'amar, verse 2. Wa'al, Banya, Yasha'ala, Tha'amar, Ayash, Mabanya, Yasha'ala, Waman, Hagar, Bayasha'ala, no, Salakia, Bayashara, yeah, that's Bayasha'ala, Ashar, Yathan, Masarai, Mazaraiwa, La Malak, Mawath, Yawaath, no, it's like Yawamath, Aima, Ha'arataza, Yaraga Yaraga Mahawa, Yaraga Mahawa, Ba'aban, verse 3. Wa'anya, Panya, Ba'ash, Hahawa, Wahakarathia, Athwa, Makwarab, Aimawa, Kaya, Mazaraiwa, Nathan, Lamalak, Lama'ain, Tama'a, Ath, Makwadashia, Yalakala, Ath, Shema, Kwadashia, verse 4. Wa'ama, Ha'ailam, Ya'aila, Yamawa, Aima, Ha'arataza, Ath, Ayan, Yaham, Man, Ha'ayash, Hahawa, Bathwa, Mazaraiwa, Lamalak, Labalathia, Hamayath, Athawa, verse 5. Washamathya, Anya, Ath, Panya, Ba'ayash, Hahawa, Wabamash, Pakathia, no, Wabamath, Pakathwa, Wahakarathya, Athawa, Wa'ath, Kal, Hazan, Yam, Akarayawa, Lazaanawath, Akaraya, Hamalak, Makwadarab, Imam, verse 6. Wahanapash Ashar Sapana Al Ha'abath Wa'al Hayada Ain Hayada Ain Yam Lasanath Akaraham Wanath Thaya Ath Panya Banapash Hahawa Wahakarathya Athawa Makwarab Aimawa. That's the end of verse 6. Pick it up from verse 1. No. From verse 36.
19.
I should have just read the verse 5. It's all good. Just read the verse 5.
It's throwing me off.
Oh, it's a okay. It reads like this. So you were in verse 19. You read 35. 31. Yeah, 32, 34, 35.
Okay, so lucky.
Let me get the regular Bible, Baba Bashar.
Come on.
Right here, look. Get it from.
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 36. Just balances, just weights, a just ephah, and a just hin shall ye have. I am the Most High, your power.
Yeah, once again, the Most High don't want us cheating each other. Giving us, being unjust. Go ahead.
Which brought you out of the land of Egypt. Verse 37. Therefore shall you observe all my statutes.
Basically, don't be corrupt. Because in Egypt, we was corrupt. In Egypt, the Egyptians were corrupt. Don't be like here in America. We corrupt here. You know how this is what they say, man, get it by any means? Yeah, that's what they mean. You gotta be unjust to get it by any means.
Right.
You gotta cheat your brother. You gotta hustle him. I hustle that brother. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that. Go ahead.
And all my judgments and do them. I am the Most High.
Go ahead.
Verse 20. Leviticus chapter 20, verse 1. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Again thou shalt say to the children of Israel, whosoever he be of the children of Israel, or the strangers that sojourn in Israel, that give any of his seed unto Molech, he shall surely be put to death. The people of the land shall stone him with stones. Verse 3. And I will set my face against that man, and will cut him off from amongst his people, because he has given of his seed unto Molech, to defile my sanctuary, and to profane my holy name.
Basically, you said, forget what the Most High got to say. I'll give my family to another God.
Right.
I'll let them be a Christian, a Jehovah's Witness. You know what I'm saying? Forget what the Lord has said. I'll let my family be defiled by other philosophies, and not the Most High. Not this righteous judgments and stuff like that. Like, I don't want to hear that. I'll let him be a Scientologist. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let him even think about it. Even almost when we play sports, when we give our kids to sports, because sports got a different mentality. So when we give our kids to even some other extracurricular activity or things like that, they brainwash them with other philosophies, other mentality. You know what I'm saying? Other than the one that you teach at home. So don't give your seed to other things that's not of the Lord, like another Molech at that time, that power or that God that the heathens worship. You know what I'm saying? The Lord basically saying, don't give your children to other gods, because he will cut you off. He gonna stone you. They're gonna stone you if they find out that you let them, go listen to I don't know, some cats that give that motivational speeches and stuff like that about how to life or whatever. Read on.
Verse 4, and if the people of the land do in any way hide their eyes from the man, when he giveth of his seed unto Molech, and kill him not. Verse 5, then I will set my face against that man and against his family, and will cut him off, and all that go a whoring after him to commit whoredom with Molech from among their people.
And it's worse than that to the Lord, man. He said, if you know about it, if you know some man is allowing his seed, his family, his children to go commit whoredom with the other gods and the other nations and the other philosophies, and you know about it, and you don't say nothing,
Right.
then not only will he cut him off, he'll cut you off,
Right.
and your family, and your children. That's how serious this matter is to the Lord. That's how serious the Lord take whoredom with other nations and other philosophies. That's how serious it is, man. Why do you think all of us got punished together in captivity? Because we all committed whoredom with Molech, with the other nations, with the oppressor. And now we know better than them.
That's right.
Read on.
Verse 6, and the soul that turneth after such as have familiar spirits and after wizards to go a whoring after them, I will even set my face against that soul and will cut him off from among his people.
Like I said, read it again.
Verse 6, Salaki, Leviticus chapter 20, verse 6. And the soul that turneth after such as having familiar spirits and after wizards to go a whoring after them.
Oh, man, listen, the Lord don't want none of that, man. The Lord hates all of that, man. All that familiar spirit stuff, all that zodiac reading, all that, tarot reading and Ouija boards, and the Lord hates that, man. He hates all that, the divinity. Go ahead. Horoscopes. He hate all of that, man. He hate all of that. Go ahead.
So I don't mean to try to be funny or whatever, but so we were saying earlier that a wizard is like a dope boy or dope dealer.
Yeah. So
if you the person that's strung out on crack or whatever, and you come check, like, they know what time he hit the block or whatever like that. This is what the Lord talking about.
Yeah, he is all of that, because it all goes into selling you potions, but also he already didn't figure it out. What time you coming? He didn't figure it out. Like, it's all of that is wizardry, man. Wizards practice divinity. You know what I'm saying? Making a guess based off of, I guess now what we call it data or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But back then it's like potions, and I really don't know how divinity works. We're not supposed to. Right. That's the whole point. We're not supposed to know how the hell Miss Cleo could tell you about. We know, because she basically, our people. It's like, okay, if you go to if you study human psychology, especially if you know your people, and they come and say, man, I'm gonna get money off because I already know. Okay, yeah, your wife left. Oh, the Christian church is the greatest dividers. Remember the morning Christian advertisements where I know somebody out there that's got cancer. Like, come on, brother. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of people that got cancer. I know you can't pay your rent this month. Yeah, but he's divining to you. But you thinking he's really talking to you. Send me this money and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna send you this holy water and this handkerchief, and the Lord gonna send you. It's just the same thing. You believe it. All you're gonna do is go. Now you're just gonna go find a good job or another, and then you're gonna thank Miss Cleo or whoever, Pastor Porkchop, that he basically told you what you needed to do. When really it was really logically, you should have known what to do, but you let the Christian church, they divine things that really are not hard to divine. I don't know exactly how that work, but they told me plenty of times I didn't give them some money for.
Right.
I didn't did it. So, like that's basically what it's saying. Don't be fooled by these things. And yes, they because they worship other powers. They don't follow the laws. So they're not following God's law, statutes, and commandments to tell you how to live your life, how to change your life. On the contrary, they're using other things, like you said, like the horoscopes. They're gonna base the horoscope. What's your sign? A Virgo? What's your sign? Aries? Oh, well, the stars align like this for you. I mean, that's nonsense. But we believe it. We believe it because that's what we have faith in. That's what we hoard ourselves to. We hoard ourselves to those things and not to the Lord. Go ahead. Is that it? Is that it on there?
I will even set my face against that soul and will cut him off from among his people.
And the Lord hates that so much, he's willing to cut you off. And he cut us off. He cut us off because we did that. But now, once again, we coming back to that, man. We coming back to the Most High. It's law, statutes, and commandments. All right, with that, man, clap it up. Clap it up. All right, Imadium. Go ahead.
La Yashala.
La Yashala.
All right. All right. You take the scroll.
Men of Israel, guard ourselves and perish through the Torah.
All right. Yahaba Shimya Shab Raka Yah. Step down over there. Look, check this out. Point the camera. Point the camera at the brothers that when they do it.
Yahweh Shimya Shab Raka Yah.
All right, they go over there. Point the camera over there.
Yahweh Shimya Shab Raka Yah. Yahweh Shimya Shab Raka Yah.
Careful, be careful. Hold it the other way, Shamyal. Hold it. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, like flip it.
Flip it.
Let your hands support that bottom part. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Make this one fall on the floor. There you go.
I'm gonna get through this quick. All right, go to home again.
Yeah, facing.
All right. Everybody, let's say Imadi.
Amalia.
Wapanya.
Alpanya Kodor.
Wapanya.
Alpanya.
Wapanya.
Wapanya.
Akodam.
Akodam.
Please turn around and face the east. All right, we'll do the Lord's Prayer. In the Hebrew.
This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shema
Shema. Wadash. Ayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Walafika. Abaa. Atazaka. Ayah. Asha. Warazaka. Kawam. Ayah. Washamaya. Talanama. Kam.
Ka. Yawam. Wasalakna. Kawawakina. Kasalakna. Kawawakina. Wala'a.
When I say one,
I say one.
ball.
Ashayna.
Ashayna.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Ra.
Kaya.
Laka.
Malakwa.
Wala'al.
Wakapara.
I'm in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. And we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it.
This is the prayer of power. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem Yahushua.
Babakashah. Athalanah. Akak. Larapa'ah. Kalmakala. Makamalawa. Akak. Natahar.
Matazari.
Akak. Lahakliam. Hamathiam. Akak. Arakawah. Hatama'ala. Hashem Yahushua. In English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua, please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
It's a blessing. Rakatha Matazabia. Asaranya.
Wahawakim. In the English. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahushua. And Michael. And the angels. Commander General Yahweh. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
The Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Ashah. Ayanya. Hawariam. Mahayan. Yaba'ah. Azariah. Yahweh. Asah. Shamayam. Wa'aratazah. Ayathan. Lamawat. Wagalka. Al-Yanawam. Shamarka. Hanak. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yashar. Shamar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Zalaki. Ayat. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yaka'ah. Wa'yarak. Balaya. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makara. Shamar. Atlapashta. Yahweh. Yashamar. Talafka. Wabafka. Mayath.
Wa'ai, I will love.
Wa'ai.
In English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth he that keepeth Yasha'Allah
he that keepeth Yahshua
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall be slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade
Yahweh is thy shade
upon the right hand.
upon the right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming
and
in
thy coming in.
from this time forth
From this time forward,
and even forevermore.
even forevermore. Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Al-Damayata.
Adam Yalakah.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashquat.
Al. Kahana. Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awabaka.
Awayabika.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahamayawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Amaka.
A'amaka.
Ya'ariyawan.
Yahweh.
Sawadah.
Sawadah. Wayatha.
Wayatha. Ya'atizawa.
Ya'itazawa.
Al-Tazapamu.
Altazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amawa.
Amara.
Amawa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakida.
Wanakakida.
Magawaya.
Magaya.
Magawa.
Magaya.
Wa'ala Yasakar.
Wala Yasakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha'Allah.
Awada.
Iwada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Now Watazawa.
Nawaitazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Al Yakad.
Al-Yaka.
Baya.
Mawaya.
Yakawathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Al-Alya.
Ahalya.
Ahalya. Adwan.
Adawam.
Washamai.
Wayashamai.
Alaya. Alayam.
Alayam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagari.
Wahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wahamawan.
Wahamawan.
Wahamalak.
Wahamalat.
Palashah.
Alashah.
Amishabya.
Amishabya.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Ga'ashwar.
Dalawah.
Dalawah.
Amam.
Amam.
Hayawah.
Hayawah.
Zarawah.
Zarawat.
Laban Yalawat.
Laban Yalawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha Laham.
Ashalaham.
Salaki. Kamadya.
Amadya.
Kasaya.
Kasaya.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Kawaban.
Kayabya.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Wayashwan.
Wayashwa.
Nashmadala.
Nashamadwa.
Bayandara.
Bayanara.
Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Yaman.
Amad.
Ladama.
Adama.
Shayakamwa.
Shayakamwa.
Nadab.
Nadab.
Nadab Mawa.
Nada is Ya Mawa. Just Ya is Nada, and then is Ya Mawa.
Nadab Yamawa.
I mean, all right, go ahead, keep going.
Kawakar. Karabah.
Kayara.
Wakazah.
Wakazaba.
Wakazabah.
Wakazaba.
Wakatizah.
Wakatizal.
Manai.
Manai.
Ka Nasakamwa.
Kanasa Yakam.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amara.
Amara.
Nairashka.
Nairashka.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ah. Nawa.
Nawa.
Alahaya.
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 Shayatamwa.
Kagangala.
Lakwash. Lapanya Rawaka. Kaash. Tabaya. Wakalaba. Salaat. Haryam. Kam. Tawadama.
Basarak. Wabasa.
Wapaka. Sabahalam.
Mala. Panyam. Walawan.
Wayabakwashwa. Shamka. Yahweh. Yabashwa. Wayabahaw. Ayai. Wayakaparo. Wayabadwa. Wayadawa.
Kayata. Shimka. Yahweh. Labadka. Alawam.
In the English, keep not down silent. O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. And be not still. O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumble. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden one. They have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Yasha may be no more remembered. For they had consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Jabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, and the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their noble, like Oreb, and like Zeeb. Yea, all their princes, as Zabah, and as Amun, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. Oh my power. Make them like a wheel. As the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth a wood. As the flames set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. And make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Yahweh. Let them be confounded. And trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High. Art the Most High. Over all the earth.
Sar.
No. You put it there.
Oh, yes, like me too. That's right.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Bruno. Yeah, that's all. All right, men of Israel.
All right, men of Israel, we're going to give one courteous salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Bible Shabbat, Imani, Barak,
Yahweh Shem Yahweh
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat.
Yalamatah, dismissed.